So Donald Trump just did an excellent town hall on Fox News, and there was a lot of highlights. This is one of them. Donald Trump is asked by Sean Hannity, do you think Joe Biden is going to be the candidate for the Democratic Party? I was really interested in his answer. This is what he said.
Let me ask you, when prominent Democratic voices like Maureen Dowd and David Axelrod and Van Jones and others are so critical of Joe Biden, and of course he is struggling cognitively, I can't think of in the last couple of months any appearance that he has had where he wasn't either mumbling or bumbling or stumbling or having no clue where to go, where to exit. Now, my question is, do you think in 11 months he will be their candidate?
I personally don't think he makes it. Okay, I haven't said that. I'm saving it for this big town hall. I personally don't think he makes it. I think he's in bad shape physically. Do you remember when he said, I'd like to take him behind the barn? If he took me behind the barn and I went like this, I believe he'd fall over. I believe he'd fall over. But who knows? Who knows? But it was okay. And by the way, it was okay for him to say that. He said, I'd like to take him behind the... He could say that and everyone thought it was so cute. If I ever said it, they'd say, he's a dictator. He's a horrible human being. You know, it's a whole double standard we have, and not only in the law, but just about everything else, as you know very well. I personally don't think he makes it physically. I watched him at the beach. He wasn't able to lift a beach chair, which is meant for children to lift. You can lift him like that. And mentally, I would say he's possibly equally as bad and maybe worse. But I don't know. I will say this. He's got vicious people surrounding him around that beautiful Oval Office. There are people in that Oval Office that are evil people, bad people, smart people, young, vicious. They're communists and they're bad.
Who do you think would replace him then?
Well, I saw one person on who I actually had a very good relationship with, but I'm sure that it would end very quickly. I saw him in your debate the other night, and he's slick, but he's got no facts. You know, he's got no facts. I thought he did well, considering...
You're talking about Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, considering that he didn't have the facts. I thought he did well. You know, he said, we have the lowest taxes in the country. We have the cleanest streets in the country. And I'm saying, wait a minute, is he talking about the same place? So he'd certainly be one. I guess they say that Kamala would be the odds to be. Because they say if they didn't give it to her, the African-American vote, the black vote, would not go to them. And we just had a poll where I'm at 22 and 25% with the black vote. If we have that, we can call the election over.
So just a couple of things on this answer. The first part, will Joe Biden become the Democrat candidate in the upcoming election? I agree with Donald Trump. I do not see how it's going to happen. That doesn't mean 100%, but it's very unlikely he will because he already can't do the job. To somehow elect him for another 4 years, they know the American people will not buy into this. So it's very likely that they're going to put somebody else up. The question is who? Now, he mentioned two people, Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris. If they put Kamala Harris up, it's over. I mean, it's already over with Trump versus Biden. It's already over. If they put Kamala Harris up, they might as well not even have an election. Donald Trump will wipe the floor with her in any election. So it's almost certainly likely that Gavin Newsom's going to be the guy. Now, Gavin Newsom is the slickest, slimiest guy you know. He is actually pretty good in the debate, and he's really good at twisting facts and scenarios. So he can be a dangerous individual to go up against Donald Trump because you know how liberals are. When they hear those twisted facts, they just believe them. And Gavin Newsom is really good at it. I mean, California unequivocally has been one of the worst states in the U.S. in the last years under Gavin Newsom's leadership. And in a debate with DeSantis, Gavin Newsom was able to twist facts enough to actually do fairly well. I agree with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is definitely not a liar. He's being honest. Gavin Newsom did all right against DeSantis. And that's just the honest truth. But it's just because he's so slimy and slick. This is the guy you actually don't want to see go up against Donald Trump. I still think Donald Trump wins. But if the Democrats have any chance, they're going to just have to switch to Gavin Newsom right away because Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, no chance at all. So I agree with him. But what do you think? Do you agree with Trump on this one, or do you think they're going to go full steam ahead with Joe Biden, even though we know he's in serious decline right now, physically and mentally? There really is no chance. Or do you think that there's another candidate out there that he didn't mention that could be sort of a dark horse that they bring up into the ranks and then they put against Donald Trump? Love to see your thoughts below. I'll catch you guys in the next video.